Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to 3 short horror games. These were supposed to be standalone videos that all ended up being too short and had to be condensed into 3 short horror games edition. Our first game for tonight is Haunted Investigation, a game in which we enter an abandoned mansion in the hope of gathering evidence for the paranormal. And it does come with a developer note at the beginning. Thank you for choosing Haunted Investigation, and welcome. As a solo developer releasing my first game, you may encounter a few minor bugs. If you do, please let me know through Steam discussions, or by leaving a message in the Discord channel. This game has loud sounds, flashing lights, and a spooky atmosphere that may not be suitable for those with a weak heart, or who are easily frightened. Already, I kinda like that soundtrack that's playing in the back. It's very minimal. But I don't know, it's just getting me in the mood for some spooky fun, you know? Here we go. Now, it is kinda meant to be played like 2-player co-op, but it does say we can do this on our own, so let's start game. The year is 1940, and you've taken on the case of a potentially haunted house as an investigator. Despite many other skilled investigators turning down the case, you see it as an opportunity to make a name for yourself. Armed with only a flashlight, you make your way through the forest towards the house, unsure of what you might encounter there. That is a very retro setting. I'm curious. But the cool thing about a setting like this is that we're totally detached from technology. If something goes wrong, we can't just pull out our phone. It's a time of true unknowns. And that distant moon filtering through the trees. Oh, I can feel that cold autumn air in this dead forest. Now the question is, which way are we going? Investigate the guardhouse. We do have a flashlight, but it's not much better than the streetlights out here. This is where the guard stayed. Last one went missing a couple of days ago. I wonder what happened to him. That's a voodoo doll. Dolls collected 1 out of 10. They're a collectible. And it's a good thing the guards posted their exercise regimen here. WASD to move, left control to crouch, E to interact. F is flashlight, right mouse button is, we can zoom our view. Left shift to sprint, and you can use closets to hide. Okay. We can peek through the crack, but it's not doing the Fears to Fathom thing where the door becomes invisible. Good to know. Honestly, some of this imagery is already reminding me of like 2000 Splash games. I'm getting heavy Ex Mortis vibes from this one. To my beloved wife. Darling, I will soon come home. I will get my first paycheck and I will quit this job. Strange things are happening around here. And I think it's just in my mind, but I'm hearing footsteps, kids laughing, and bangs into the wall. I'm probably just too tired, but clearly this place is not for me. I'll see you soon. With love, your dear John. One could say that he took his first paycheck and left, but, well, if that's the case, then why didn't he send the note? Would a radio like this have existed in 1940? That looks more like something from 1980. Let's get looking. This looks more like a church than a guardhouse. But I'm already digging that old school aesthetic. I mean, visually, it reminds me a lot of like a 2013 Unity horror game, but that's not a bad thing because, well, it's all very cohesive. And there is detail and texture to this stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm just nostalgic for that sort of plasticky look. Right as the light flickered, I heard footsteps in the forest off to the side. Look at that low fog hanging below the ground. Or rather, just above the ground. Nothing in the mailbox. I saw you. Task, enter the house. Well, we know that there was a guard until recently, but we don't know who actually owns this or what's going on here. Can't push the swing. Is there maybe just a gazebo with a key? All right. This map is pretty open. I wonder if it's not one of those let's split up gang and look for clues type of situations in co-op. In this case, I'll have to split up with myself, going away from the front door to look for anything that might be on the outside. It does appear to be boarded up. So who was tasked with caring for this? Okay, we can't enter the cellar. This ladder leads to nowhere. We can try to sprint, but it looks like we move at the same speed. Just our field of view widens to make it look like we're going faster. And there's nothing else out here, which means there's nowhere that figure in the dark could have gone. Best not to dwell on it. Even with a flashlight, this is advanced darkness. Task, investigate the house. I really wish this was like Pineview Drive, where we could light these candles. Doesn't seem like we need to look at the books, though. This article on the ground... Ooh, Marilyn Monroe found dead. Wait, 1940... Yeah, no, Marilyn Monroe died in 1962. I knew that wasn't right. So that is a bit of a weird thing to include, considering you set us directly in 1940. There's some of those bangs we were hearing about, and a little giggle. Locked. Okay, so it's going to be a key hunt. The staircase is blocked as well. That zoom works really weirdly. When you get to the end, it starts jittering like this. Yeah, it doesn't even matter if there's something too close. I thought that might be causing it. There's a crucifix. Locked. The atmosphere in here is so spooky. I mean, this is like a creepy house on Haunted Hill. I don't think the story is all that important. I think it's just a haunted house to spook us. And you know what? I am perfectly fine with that, because it's working. And you know why else it's working? I mean, normally it annoys me when a flashlight can't really see anything, but I'm enjoying how oftentimes these sounds, they seem to be coming from within the darkness, and because it's mixed pretty well, it actually sounds like it's in the environment. I feel like something's gonna come out of the darkness every time I hear something. Howdy, rocking chair. Just doing your rocking business. Okay, there's a key. And there's even more vandalism of the family photos. She locked us here. It's so dark and cold. I just want my parents back. If anybody sees this letter, please come help us. We are hiding inside the storage room upstairs. I hope she doesn't find us. Can't wait to see what the story of this place actually is. Anyone hiding anywhere would surely not have lasted this long, right? Yeah, no, this all feels like bait to me. We can sprint, but only for a really short time. Were you like this when we came in? If so, I didn't notice. Okay, that key went to here. There's a doll. The question is, are those my goal? Task, find and collect 3 dolls. Out of 10? What does that say? Taller? Find 3 dolls and I will help you. Well, we've already got 2. So that means we only need 1 more, right? Is that a fire alarm? What is a fire alarm doing here? This must be the study. And we can open the cabinets. Useful. Right, there's 3. I just heard something we do need to hide. Good day, Mr. The name has been scratched out. We are writing to inform you about the medical state of your wife. The results have come in, and she was diagnosed with dementia. We advise you to bring her in so our medical center can start treating her and make her better. General Hospital of Brasov. Especially in these times, I don't think you make somebody with dementia better. Seems like an irresponsible thing to tell somebody. Hey, you. There's something there! I knew it. I knew it. Okay, fine, you can have the stupid doll back. Probably worth nothing on eBay anyway. We've been here for at least 100 years. She trapped our souls inside this house and calls us her children. I just want to be set free. I don't want to stay in this place anymore. I'm sorry for everyone that enters this house. If you're reading this letter, it's too late. Just listen to her so she won't get mad. So who is she? The rest of them are victims here. There's just one that's keeping them all here. For the last 100 years. We can't open these cabinets, although it doesn't really seem to matter. Nice 1940 digital calculator. Should probably keep these closets open for in case we need them. 2 to a room. There's another 4. Alright. Now that we know that those open, let's start being a bit more careful. I already pressed use on you. Oh, that's a clock. I thought there was a couple of eyes staring at me from the shadows. We can't open these.
Help me.
I'm trying, kid. This opened. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my... I didn't expect it to go for something like that. But then again, I suppose we should expect nothing less from a haunted house. I do think that there's a lot of bought assets in here, which isn't an inherently bad thing at all. But I'm pretty sure I've seen this doll somewhere else. Well, we've got you. Oh, maybe these are the dolls you're talking about. So that would mean that we need to find 1 more of those, right? We've already found 5 of the smaller ones. I wonder if those actually make any sort of difference. Excuse me while I'm being thorough. Is that an urn of ashes? We've got an artist in the family. We do have some Ethan Winters ambient glow to us. There is a Ouija board down there on top of that suitcase. Should we maybe do something with that? I mean, you know, maybe start a direct line of communication? This is open now. Apple trees and all the features. Was this a children's room? It certainly looks like it. This is something that I've started to think about more and more, is by setting things in the past like this, and then in this case setting the haunting even further in the past, you add a level of separation from it that I actually find kind of creepy. Like, look at these pictures on the walls. They're horrifying, but we've got no context for them, and I don't know, somehow that's even creepier than the things that are happening right in front of us. Alright. Show me what you got behind me. That mannequin promised to help us out now. So tell me, is this thing idiot bait? And am I taking it right now? I'm sorry, that would have been really scary, except I wasn't looking around when it happened. Oh, hey, key! Like, I turned around and saw that stuff, and that was scary, but also there was something, like, climbing inside my soul, and so I was just kind of focused on that, thinking it was a glitch. Huh. Don't you do that to me. Or that. I really love how subtle and directional the sound design is in this. Yeah. I'm thinking we may just have to hide. You know what? Don't have to tell me twice. Let's kill our light. Unless other people can see our ambient light, it's a very useful genetic trait. You went to the left, and I have not seen you leave, but you're not making any sound anymore either. Does that mean you're gone? Because I don't trust that to mean you're gone. Oh god, now I have to push forward into the dark knowing she's out there. There we go. Okay, we've gained access to the second floor. We're not alone here. You watched us come in, didn't you? Locked. Oh, things are really opening up now. Find the key code numbers: square, X, triangle, circle. Okay. Oh, it's a padlock puzzle. Well, there's a key in here. We can get started that way. And another doll right here. 4 more to go. Locked. Where do we start? This darkness is really oppressive. Yes, the Journal of Modern Psychology binder. Once again, 1940. key gets us this, but let's... Oh, this hallway is huge. It is so much bigger upstairs than down. And now that I've gotten upstairs, it seems like this place is getting a whole lot more supernaturally active, let's say. They want to take my children. I'm not letting them. Okay, the 3 there may be important. Either that or the ghosts have decided to start using leet speak. Oh, look. Hang on, let me just reach on in the middle of you and don't let me disturb you. September 4th, 1878. Me and my husband started fighting again. What our kids went through today was horrible. He started drinking again and we got in a fight. That ended with me getting hurt. I've had enough, Mom. I will come in 2 weeks home with the kids. You must not find out about this. I'll try to act as normal as possible. Your dear, bloodstained daughter. So Dad was an abusive drunk, and Mom tried to take the kids. I don't feel like that kind of correspondence would be acceptable in 1878, but who knows what kind of people they were. Yeah, it definitely feels like this is the kind of game where you're meant to be splitting up with a friend and searching the place. Actually, it sort of feels kind of like a more high-production Gary's Mod horror map, doesn't it? Not that I'm complaining. Locked. Locked. No door, which is distinct from locked. I don't know what to do with this. No, but you can interact with it, which means it's probably going to be necessary sometime in the near future, right? The off-putting thing is the fact that we're not using it yet, which means we'll probably have to make a run for it at some point. You are still camping out there. Ooh, a TV. Who is it? Oh no. How about I just chill here? I just realized your head's backwards. Look at you. This really felt like a moment where I was supposed to hide. Are you still supposed to be there? Even when I expect it, I still just get a little tickle. That's the fun of haunted houses. And that's why I don't mind it when horror games can be a little bit goofy, especially if you're meant to play them with a friend. They're serving the same purpose as a haunted attraction. I will end my life, and I will take my kids with me. If he can't have them, nobody will. That's the triangle. Oh, I didn't even notice shape on the other one. Alright, so square was 3, and triangle was 4. That means I'm missing 2 more. Hey there. Just lost in prayer? Oh no, sobbing session, or a workout. Either way, don't let me bug you. There's a note at the back of this creepy walk-in closet with a chair in. Thanks, I'm just visiting. X is 7. That was one of the kids. I'm gonna try not to disturb you. Unless, of course, I have to. Okay. X is 7. And I could just brute force this last one. There we go. I'm not sure if I was right to do that, honestly. Like, am I gonna miss something else as a result? I'm still gonna look everywhere. Perform the ritual. Take this lighter. Find 5 candles and a red cross to start the banishing ritual. You are our only hope. Please save us. Alright, well, thank you for pre-packaging all this for me. Alright. Now we just gotta find it all. We know where the red cross is already. Along with that doll. Only 2 left. But we're not ready to start just yet. Well, there's the red cross. We've got that. I wonder if the candles downstairs would count? Or if we just have to continue further down the hall. Well, look, there's one right there. 1. 2. I'm curious what happens if we do disturb you. I'm really worried the answer is we have to start the whole game over. Nothing. Sometimes a picture that's otherwise normal, but with one distorted and weird-looking face. Sometimes that's just enough. It's the kind of image where you can't imagine actually being there. It's like it's an image that can only exist in its degraded quality. There's one. Only one more. You stop bothering me. Another. Leave me alone. And there's the last one. 10 out of 10 dolls. He wants to lock me away in that hospital. He thinks I'm insane. Well, that's alright, because I already brute forced that puzzle. It was very easy, actually. Hey there. Hey. Hi. 3. So we're missing 2 candles then. Oh, wait, there's a candle down there. I honestly can't even remember if they were spawned in before. And here's a 5th. All we need. We've got everything. Let's just make it quick, because you never know when that ghost lady's going to come sprinting up on us. Can we close this door behind us? We cannot. Alright. Let's start the ritual. And deleted. Ghost be gone. Who are you gonna call? So that means the house is legally mine, right? Oh wait, did she leave anything behind? No? Something tells me it's not gonna be anywhere near that simple. Wait, task, get out. That's all? Nope, nope, I don't believe you. There's still locked doors. And I'm still hearing things. It's locked. Just using one of the doors at the end of the hall? Oh, you'll help us. All this was set up for us. I wonder if we were lied to. Back here, there's nothing but a staircase going downward. Complete the good ending. After successfully banishing the ghost, you decided to drop into a hole pointed by one of the spirits of the kids. Inside the hole was an underground passage that helped you leave the house. You went home, tried to talk to a few people at work about your incident inside the house, but no one believed it. A few months after, you found a newspaper saying the house was demolished and some of the furniture and toys were donated to an orphanage. You decided to leave everything behind and move to a new city for a fresh start. There are 4 potential endings. I'm not quite sure how you'd get any others. The only thing I can think is if I hadn't gotten all the voodoo dolls. So yeah, not much more to say. That was Haunted Investigation, and it was pretty fun. Not like some top-notch horror experience or anything, a very basic story, just something really to give you an excuse to creep around in a dark old mansion, but you know, sometimes that's just what you want. Sometimes you want a nice atmospheric little thrill ride, and I have a feeling it would be a lot of fun with a friend who also enjoys this kind of thing. I mean, half the fun of a haunted house in real life is just laughing at each other screaming, and you could probably get some of that from here. And on top of that, there's like a decently good production where a lot of the assets probably are bought, but it at least works together cohesively. It has its own visual style, and the sound design was really, really nice, to the point where it actually lets that do most of the work. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Motel, a faux retro work simulator horror game in which we very simply work the night shift at a remote motel. But this is something I like to do once in a while, which is just scroll through Steam, see what's on sale, and I guess dive in and see what it's like. So let's get started. This seems right up my alley.
Hey kid, just wanted to give you a quick call. Thanks again for taking the night shift on such short notice. I know it's not exactly ideal, but I really appreciate you stepping up. All right, so here's the rundown. We've got 3, maybe 4 guests coming in tonight. Everything's ready, keys are on the board in the office, right behind the desk. You know how it is with motels, right? They can attract some real weirdos sometimes. So make sure to check the security cameras every now and then, all right? I left a note on the desk with your tasks for tonight. Just the usual. Make sure the guests are settled in, and whatever else is on that list. And kid, if anything feels off, trust your gut. You're working the motel tonight, so it's on you to keep things running smooth.
Setting the mood with the drive to work, huh? Eerie music passing under the streetlights on an open, empty road. Although the moon is quite strong in that sky. I love stuff like this. I love starting the horror story prior to the actual location. Gives the sense that we're putting ourselves there, and well, from the sound of it, our boss might already know something's up. Welcome to Oak Hill Grove. Is something already going on? Big Willie Street, huh? Oh, look at that. Our banner spans the street. That's kind of an interesting bit of construction. Finally here. Let's get this lobby unlocked. The housekeeping cart is right outside room 1. Shouldn't that have been put back? Oh, here we go. I'm excited for this one because, you know, motels are so quiet and remote and creepy at the best of times. But when you have us doing a work simulator here where we have to attend to our tasks, I think simple job simulators like this are great for putting us in a creepy setting and giving us mundane tasks to focus on, so that we allow ourselves to spend time in our own head, building up where we think creepy stuff might be coming from, just like we do when we're on the night shift in real life. CCTV in operation. Are we going to be looking at cameras? Here we are. Forgot how dark it is here. I should turn on the power in the staff room. Turn on the power? What is this? Alright, oh, let's close the door behind us. We can't. That's no good. Why was this switched off to begin with? Well, doesn't matter now, we're bringing this place to life. Let there be light. See, if our character is going to be just... Right. Now that we have power, let's make some coffee. And look, see, this doesn't make sense to me. If our character is going to be expressed through text, why couldn't we do the same thing for our boss? Or why couldn't you just, like, pick a character and try your best with them? How do we make this coffee? I need to put some coffee beans in first. Okay. Maybe we can find some out... Kitty! Hi! Aw, look at you. Are you a tortie? You got the little Z's flying off of you. You opening one eye? That is so adorable. Nothing better happened to this kitty, I swear. We've even got a little fan on our desk. Oh, I see. We're keeping the door wedged open in case customers want to come in. Makes sense. Man, from this perspective, I like this. We've got our small, cozy little bubble. But we come here in the dark. We see just how shrouded and eerie this place can be. It shows us that first, and then gives us reason to keep it all up and running. Okay, so there's our coffee beans. Put that in there. And now we sit and drink a cup of coffee with our official Coffee Addict mug. So that, we got some music playing out there, the lights are on, and we got all the fresh coffee we could want. Creepy and comfy, and we've just gotta dedicate the rest of our time to making sure the two do not meet. Still, I don't feel super good about leaving that door open, even if it is for a good reason. From our computer here, ooh, we can even zoom in, that's nice. We can look around. That was the coffee machine. For a second, I was worried somebody had somehow snuck up to the bell when I wasn't looking. Alright, there's the kettle. Hold any key to fill cup. Ah, that steam rising off of it. Beautiful. We are ready for work. Ah, nothing better than a coffee to start the night shift. Let's wait for the first customer to arrive. Alright, we can switch back and forth between these things. I believe that right there is right outside, and the cool thing is, it's not just an overlay when we're looking at the computer, so we can point it in a position and keep looking that way even when we're walking around. Somebody just pulled up. Are they gonna come to us? Probably a good idea to watch them come in, right? Oh, these things are all over the front. We got a couple in the back as well. Alright, let's be ready to greet our new arrival. Can I ring the bell myself? I can! Ooh, we have a list of reservations as well. We also need to throw away the trash, clean room 10, and fix the vending machine. And who makes reservations for a motel like this? I shouldn't bother them right now. Or start talking immediately. Hello there. What a nice lobby you have here. Thank you, sir. Did you reserve a room? What did you say? I can't quite hear you. Your name, please. Oh, yes, sorry there. Must be the old age. It should be under Oscar. Let me check what room you have on my note. I think I did see an Oscar. Take your time, kid. I should get the keys first. Okay, Oscar, you're in room 5. So where is that? There we go. There you are. What does this key say? I can't quite read it. There you go, room 5, right above this lobby. Thank you very much. I'll find it. Okay, so we can remember now that there is someone in room 5. I can hear you snoring over here. This is so cute. What a nice old man. There should be more customers like him. Oh, it will note who has actually arrived, so that's good. We're also waiting for an Alexi, a Charlie, and a Sammy. Room 13, bad luck. Wonder if there are any rumors about room 13. Rumors. Alright, first task on the note. Throw away the trash outside of room 8. Well, we'll get to that in a second. First, let's have a look around. Missing person. And it appears to be like some kind of weird Peter Griffin. Sir Icarus. Is that you? Are you Icarus? I mean, that looks like a different cat, but still. We can call you Icarus. Did I close that? I think I did. We can get into the locker where it has Fears to Fathom mechanics. Interestingly enough, it feels a lot like the second Fears to Fathom game, but it's a bit of a perspective flip where we're actually working here instead of rooming here. This is really cool, though. I just recently watched a movie called Innkeepers that I had sort of mixed feelings on, but it was quite enjoyable overall from a creepy and comfy perspective. It's basically about like these two slackers working the desk at a hotel that's closing down, and it's supposed to be haunted, and they decide, okay, we're a couple of amateur ghost hunters. We're gonna spend this week proving that it's haunted. Really fun movie. It's free on Tubi, which I keep accidentally plugging. Alright, the trash outside room 8. What about that trash under the light over here? We don't have a flashlight of our own. Oh, it's just a bush. Okay, so if you were room 13... Okay, so if you were room 5... Room 8 must be on the other side then, right? We got our vending machine full of not Red Bull, Blue Cow. Ooh. That's quite a nasty drop we're sealing off, and this light is a little flickery. Oh well, just one more way to help set the mood. I'm not seeing any other cars in the parking lot beside my own, so I guess he really is the only one here right now. Look at that. Helping Mom bring in the groceries, we are doing all this in one trip. It all pays off. Now we have to take it to the dumpster. All alone, in the dark. Okay. We can't run either. There's no sprint. I was gonna do the SpongeBob thing. There we are. Huh? Did I hear something? That's a pair of bolt cutters on the ground. Bolt cutters? Those homeless people trying to get into the trash. I better stay wary. I don't know if homeless people frequently come from the woods and cut through fences when they could just walk around. Hopefully the next customer comes soon. Hang on, I'm curious about what's over here. I don't see anybody heading down the road. There's a construction vehicle and temporary unit over here. Is this something we should be concerned about? Oh, well, I guess we're doing some work. Hey there, sir. I wonder what happens if we try to talk to them out here. Then again, I should probably go stand in the light. I'm kind of lurking in the darkness right now. They probably wouldn't believe that I'm the night auditor. We can actually see our camera physically up on the wall. It's a little dark to see, but it's got that red light. I shouldn't bother them right now. Okay. No interaction outside. We can see the city in the distance, but we're kind of alone out here. Can't get a gumball from the gumball machine. Can't remember the last time I saw one of those. Who hangs out here? Is it all just staff? Or do guests actually just chill in the reception desk of a motel? I mean, I can't imagine having any more interaction with a motel than get my stuff, get my room, and get out. Oh, there you are. Actually, let's see who's here. Alexi is 11, Charlie 2, Sammy 13. Hello there! Good evening. Evening, what's your name? I saved up all my money to stay here tonight. Why? Your name, sir. Sorry. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Charlie. Alright, Charlie, I'll get your key. Charlie. C-H-A-R-L-E-Y. That is me! You're real excited to be here. Alright, you'll be staying in room 2. Right next to me, so I expect you to use that big booming voice to come help me if things go awry. I just realized there's a key missing its indicator. Huh. Is that something we should be concerned about? Because that means the key itself is not here. Ooh, this key is shiny. It certainly is. Room 2? Key unlocks room 2? Yep. On your right when you exit the lobby. Oh, I'll find it alone. Thank you so much. We're hopping tonight, huh? That guy was something else. Oh well. I guess he was nice. Yeah, I imagine you meet all kinds working a job like this. Let's just get to the next task. Fix the vending machine outside. Well, that's not next. But whatever. In order to do that, we'll need some tools, so we can get the hammer here. And remember, when all you have is a hammer, every vending machine looks like a nail. Bolt cutters, but it didn't look like the gate itself was cut, or if it was only slightly. I'm just really looking all over right now. Press any key to fix the vending machine. That did it. Look, it even left a mark. That's hilarious. Can we get something? Good enough. Oh, we can. That. Thank you. Oh man, really? I didn't know it was going to rain tonight. Luckily, I'm standing dry here. The next customer should be here soon. Ooh. Starting to get some lightning and thunder as well. All good ghost stories do take place on a dark and stormy night, don't they? Is that clock actually moving? I don't believe it is. Okay. Let's monitor for additional weirdness. There's actually quite a few cameras. Here's somebody. Look at that, we can see the silhouettes of the buildings back there when the sky flashes. That actually looks really cool. And you're coming in with an umbrella. And it doesn't loop around. We have to go all the way back. I'll be honest, I'm not just watching these because I'm suspicious. I'm watching these because if something were to intercept you between your car and the door, I would want to know about it. There's our night vision mode. Okay, I'm guessing you're Sammy, room 13? Hey, I'm here to check in. Did you hear the broadcast earlier? It was on the radio while I was driving here. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the radio. No, what happened? They said there's someone dangerous out here. I'm not sure what's going on, but it was enough to freak me out. You're safe here. Just relax. I hope so. I just don't feel safe out here in the open. Could you hurry and check me in? What's your name? It's Sammy. Can I get my key now, please? Alright, let me check what room you have. You're room 13. Scared person going to room 13. Not a great combination. That missing key is freaking me out so much. Got my key? I'd like to head to my room. Room 13. To the left and up the stairs. Thanks. And, stay safe. I will, thank you. I'm actually gonna kinda walk you up with the camera. Maybe I should set the radio to the news channel to check for myself. Yep, maybe, but also I do feel like we should be kind of supervising you here. Look at this, she just plants a story in her head. Who knows if it's even true or not, because we didn't see anything. And we're being all paranoid, checking all the cameras, listening to the rain outside and the radio playing chill music beside us. Okay. Looks like you made it into your room. It's a little tough to get a specific one at a glance, though. Maybe we can just remember which camera is which. They're all numbered. Where's that radio? Look at that disc on the shelf there.
Good evening. This is the second emergency bulletin from NTN, the National Telecast Network. The Oak Hill Grove Police Department has issued an urgent alert about a violent individual currently at large. The suspect has been moving through the outskirts of Oak Hill Grove, targeting isolated properties, and is believed to be responsible for several gruesome murders. In the last 48 hours, police have discovered multiple victims, killed and dismembered. The suspect is believed to be male based on CCTV footage from nearby locations. However, no clear image or identity has been established. On the footage, the suspect seems to linger near secluded areas, lurking just out of sight, possibly stalking his next target. We urge all residents to stay extremely and avoid walking out alone at night. If you notice anyone suspicious, especially near your property or in isolated areas, do not engage. Contact the Oak Hill Grove Police Department or local authorities immediately. This has been a special emergency bulletin from NTN. Updates will follow as they become available. Please take care and stay safe tonight.
So it's a good thing we're just chilling here with the door wide open, huh? What? Now I get why she was so nervous driving here. person is on the hunt. I better get my last task done. Cleaning room 10. What a night. Sure thing, but maybe we'll have a look around before we do that. Of course, it's already a faux retro style game, and, well, we're degrading the quality even more for the cameras, so it can be kind of difficult to see. And if somebody was lurking just in the shadows, how would I even tell them apart from the blurs of pixels? Okay. Emotional support kitty. Okay. Look at this. This feels so weird. Like, it looks like it would be unwieldy, but it's not at all. It's just kind of floating in front of me. Okay, we need to clean room 10, which I think is across the way. Straight under the flickering lights. This whole place looks like it could use some cleaning. There's 10. Let's get those lights on in the room and see the damage. Of course they left a mess. Let's start with clearing that trash. Yeah, what a mess. Are we just supposed to take that as mud? Because it doesn't look like mud. It looks like something that rhymes with mud. Pick up trash bags and dump them into the cart. Alright, take you. And we gotta do it one at a time. There's 1. And 2. Plenty more to do, though, before this place is in order. Gotta clean those spots. I'll need the mop for my cart. Actually, now I'm looking at this. This is so much nicer than most even hotel rooms. Like, look at this. It's got its own fire extinguisher. It's got a full kitchen, a fridge. What motel has all this? I would totally stay here. Closed. And there's even a little roach on the closed sign. Well, nothing can be hiding in there to pop out later at the time we least expect it. Alright, let's grab the mop. I played Zukosa, so I know how this works. Just gotta hold anything to clean. That's 1. Almost looks like they forgot where the toilet is. Yeah, or where the blood bank is. So your thought is that it's not something that rhymes with blood. But somehow that's like the last conclusion I would think of. People should really be taking off their shoes in their rooms. And the power just went out. The power's out? The breaker must have tripped. Huh, so we do have a flashlight. And that honestly is pretty spooky. It's a dark and stormy night. We can see it fall off towards the edges of the room. And now we've got to walk out there with a ghost story in our head. Thing is, nothing even paranormal or... nothing even really scary has happened yet. And even if it never does, we'll have had the tension we experienced so far. That's why I love work simulator games. It's because you can take stuff like this with you onto the night shift. Think of it when you're actually working. When the power goes out and you gotta go mess with the breaker. You gotta make that journey all on your own. Relatable horror, that's what I've always loved. Those shadows casting across the room. Suddenly this room seems so much more threatening. Hey, the kitty's gone. Oh my god! Old man, what are you doing? Ah, you scared me, kid. What are you doing here in the dark? I was looking for you. When the power went out, I thought I'd check around. Can't read my book without light, you know. Sorry for that. I'll handle the power. Okay, kid. I'll get back to my room then. Sorry again for scaring you. I have just thought of something. Just before, I was looking around, anxiously trying to catch any movement on the cameras, something coming from outside. What if the killer's already inside the house? In that bathroom, in the room that the key is missing for? Even though there are no cars in the parking lot, or even somebody we checked in this very night. Alright, if you need something, just call the lobby for me next time. Shuffle on out of here, you. Back to the Ministry of Silly Walks. There we go. Just get back upstairs. And all shall be good in thine hood. Stupid old technology. Do we have a message? No, I can put it down at any time, but where did that cat get off to? I'm hoping that the thing gets... Oh, there's somebody else. I'm hoping that they just got scared when the noise kicked in. I can't close this now. Where did that other car go? Sounds like they went to the back. You're right behind this wall here. I'm going to be watching you very closely. Although you're certainly not trying not to draw attention. You're not even bothering with an umbrella. Well, I suppose you've got a hood. Hello there. You're the one who's running things here. Yeah, that's me. Are you checking in? Well, I made a reservation earlier. Alright, could I get the name for booking? Alexei. Not a name you hear around here, I'd imagine. Can't say I hear it often. Let me look up your reservation, although there is only one room left, and that is room 11. Right here. Wonderful. Room 11, huh? Yes, sir. Right to the... I wonder if something is going to interrupt this conversation. You're not going to walk with me? I have to stay here to keep the lobby safe. Whatever. I'll find it myself. I think I'll settle in just fine. Yep, you know where to find me. You're coming off a little bit weird, but you also... The most obvious weirdo in these games is always a red herring. As usual, I'm going to follow you out on the cameras. What an absolute weirdo. Glad he's gone. I guess we'll also watch your back while we're doing this, make sure nobody's creeping about. You know what? I could go for a gumball. I used to get those things from the gumball machine in Blockbuster. I always felt so gross. Luckily, I still have some change in my pocket. The thing is, the gumballs were so good, so it kind of override any self-preservation instinct. I just know that one of these moments it's going to try to distract me with an objective before somebody gets to their room. But you appear to be going to the right place. This is going to be all guests checked in. Wait. Caution. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, that's just warning about the security camera. Yep, you did go into room 11. That's cool. I mean, that's something this could pull. It could go totally unnoticed. Some of these games, like the whole appeal, is that things just happen around you, and it's up to you how attentive you are to it. And when things change for you kind of depends on when you become privy to it. What if he just went somewhere else? Like, what if we gave somebody a key and they went around to the back alley or into the construction site? All right, I forgot you had to do all this. It's been so long. There we go. Wow, we're really gonna watch the whole process, huh? Oh, well, we're blissfully unaware. You've got to be kidding me. It got stuck. Well, now you got to buy another one to try and dislodge it. I'm getting that gumball if it's the last thing I do. Press any key to shake the machine violently. Come on. There it goes. I'm on the edge of my seat. I love how it didn't show us pick it up. It showed it roll out and fly upward like it's going back to its people. Definitely worth it. I believe you. I haven't had one in like 20 years or close to it, and now I'm craving one. Or a jawbreaker. Well, we've checked in everyone and accomplished our tasks, but where is that cat? That's 13. That's gonna be room 13. Hang on. No, let me out, let me out, let me out! What was that? Did someone just scream? Oh crap, oh crap. I better check the cameras quickly. Yeah, I definitely would have died. Okay, no, that's... That's Alexi. We told her she'd be safe. And that is not room 11 he's taking her to. Oh no, oh no. Did I just see that? No way, no way. She looked unconscious. I have to check it out. Just stay calm. Okay, but first... You should hide. So, that's not what we wanted, but how does that prevent us from calling outward? Okay, let's go. He took her to her room. That's how he did it. He knocked on her door. That's a dead body. I need to get back to the lobby and hide now! It wouldn't let me move. Hello? The Wanderer, ending 3 out of 4. Against all instinct, he stepped into room 13 and froze. The killer was there, waiting, their knife catching the dim light. You barely had time to scream before the blade plunged into your chest. Someone definitely should have informed you that hugging a killer doesn't exactly lead to peace talks. Let's blame the boss. Nice flavor text, but I took like 2 steps forward, and you just locked me in place. Okay, please tell me there's a checkpoint. Thank you so much for playing the motel. This is my first full-fledged bigger game, and I'm incredibly grateful for your support. More big projects are to be expected, and updates and patches for this game will follow accordingly. Awesome. Can I please tell me I don't have to do... Alright, let's skip the credits. Oh, I have to play the entire thing again? See, the issue with not having points to jump in with something like this is that now we've got to play through the entire game again, and it's not like you can hurry it along. A lot of it is just waiting for stuff to happen. Okay, let's get back to the lobby. And hide as the horror music kicks in. God, it takes so long to get back here. You don't appear to be chasing me. The locker in the back room is your only chance. How about locking the door? Close. Guess not. Make a run for it. Hey there. You're clearly pointing the gun at me, so I should probably not approach. I can't see where he went. I guess we're alright. What are you aiming at, bud? Well, I guess we're good. We scared him off. I'm not quite sure why they were coming, because we didn't call the police. But at least we're safe, even if someone else isn't going to be. The survivor, ending 1 of 4. You escaped the killer by hiding in the locker. The killer quickly fled before the police's unexpected arrival. Until you got a call. Your boss called to check if you were still alive, and then cut your salary in half for not cleaning room 10 well enough. At least you're safe, right? Yeah, this is clearly very tongue-in-cheek as far as these endings go. So far, both of them have had a humorous stinger like that. But yeah, I am not going to be playing through the entire thing again to get the other 2 endings. I'm not sure what one of them would be. I imagine there could be one for being discovered in the locker. But maybe there's even some way to fight back or do something else? In any case, that was the motel, and for a $2 game on Steam, that wasn't bad. I do think that maybe there could be a little bit more player involvement in doing the tasks, and well, honestly, you could stretch this to an entire job simulator game, Voices of the Void style, but I also think that maybe the plot was a bit obvious. There really wasn't anything unexpected, but a game like this didn't need to be more than a very basic story. Because it really is all about the atmosphere, and even though it's annoying that you can't go back and easily try for different endings, the time that we spend waiting is actually to its benefit. It's for a reason, and that's to allow us to soak in the atmosphere. The time that we spend just sitting there, glancing at the cameras, watching people go back and forth to make sure they're safe, looking into the dark to see if any of those boogeymen that we've heard about are out there, that's what should always have been core to this game's experience, and despite the jank, it is. So I would definitely call this a success overall. Help, yes, and justice. So I'm guessing that's probably the killer and the voice on the radio. So yeah, in closing, it's a little bit rough, could use some more convenience. But for a short, simple horror story, it does its job and does its job well. It is certainly a bit derivative of Fears to Fathom, and I'm not sure it really stands out in a lot of similar horror games, except for the setting itself, which is what drew my eye to it. And if it is going to be derivative of Fears to Fathom, I'm really glad that it got one particular aspect of those games that's really important, which is that it's a slow burn. It had a lot of time for build-up, a lot of time just introducing all of the different elements, and then only a short sprint at the end where we were in real danger. That's a good way to tell a relatable horror story, rather than having, like, excuses for why we just keep running and our princess is in another castle and stuff keeps going wrong. It's just got that atmosphere, sitting behind the desk in our safe lit little space, knowing that there are others around us, but that it's not our job to be, like, keeping them company, and just constantly wondering, who's it gonna be? Always having to leave our little space so that we can go out into the dark and look around. The little red herrings that, I think that is a red herring, finding the bolt cutters in the back, right? Because in the end, he just checked in. Actually, he had a reservation, so that means that this whole thing was planned, right? Our final stop for tonight is Drive Me to Hell, a driving horror game whose description only reads, as the night darkens and you set out for home, an unsettling occurrence takes place on the road. Will this lead you to hell? Unveil the truth in a bone-chilling driving horror game that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Driving horror is another one of those things that I feel is super relatable, because it's something that most everyone does, even if I don't, and everyone's had those moments where you're alone on a dark highway at night, and you just keep thinking, what if I looked in my rear view and saw someone in the back seat? What if I saw something move into the tree line as my headlights pass over them? Once more, these are the kinds of things we think about when we're in these situations, so let's try it. Controls, WASD, are movement, look with the mouse, interact with the left mouse button and E. Restart at checkpoint at any time using T. That's the kind of thing that makes me think maybe we'll be crashing often. And brake with space. Cigarette and a coffee in a sleepy little diner. Great place to start. And it's getting late. I'd better head home before it gets too dark. Just make sure we use the facilities before leaving. Gotta make sure we're refreshed for the road. What, are we not even gonna have our still steaming coffee? There we go, we can. I'll assume that's all, and I guess we've already eaten our meal. This is it. This is the calm before the storm. Couple here with their kid. Yeah, don't mind me. Just enjoying this lovely family. Can we maybe hit up the vending machine before we go? It seems night hasn't totally fallen yet. There's still that bluish hue to the sky. It's broken. Well, we've eaten anyway. I don't know, maybe I'm procrastinating a little bit. Maybe this is one of my big likes in horror, but I'm still a little nervous. Let's hit the road. Engine is not all that loud. This actually feels really fluid. There's a little bit of bounce to our handling. You can press F to toggle headlights, so yeah, we should probably have those on. We can also honk with the horn. Right turn. Ooh, it's not just a straight line. We can actually choose which direction we take. I wonder if that'll actually have an impact on our progress. Still all alone on a forest road. This is quite cozy. Also, we should note that our mirrors are working, and it may attempt to pull something that way. Come on, Bambi, don't be stupid. Alright, we should keep an eye out. We're kind of speeding right now. Maybe we can bring it down just a bit. I've never taken this way home before. That clock is slowly ticking up. Although according to this, it's only been about a minute. Is this perhaps in real time? Ooh, a big suspension bridge. And we're so lost in the fog that it seems to be suspended over nothing. We're so high up we can't even see the ground below us, only the tops of the trees. And it may just be me though, but it does seem like it's getting just a bit darker as we go. Radio is behaving a bit weirdly for a second. I imagine this is all one way though. I don't know if there's going to be traffic coming in the opposite direction. I've kind of been all over the road on these turns. There's our pack of cigarettes on the dashboard. Looks like a terrible accident happened here. But there's no one around. Well, there is. Maybe there's police up ahead. Do you guys not have phones? There's a driver's manual here containing all the controls. Is there anything else in the car that we can use? That is a lot of blood, but no body inside? Unless they really were just minced. No streetlights here either, although I did see what looked like a couple of power lines. Not a single light on in any of the windows. No streetlights. This whole place is dead. God, this is so creepy. We're just slowly rolling down these streets, hoping to see anything. The only thing illuminating these buildings being our headlights. And just like that, you're gone. That was like a child crawling across the windshield. Okay, I don't want to call it early, but if we have to theorize, we killed that other family in the diner in either a drunk driving or just otherwise distracted or negligent driving accident. Oh, the end of the street is just blocked off as if we've been corralled like cattle ready to be slaughtered. We can go this way. Let's stick close to the buildings so I have something to anchor my depth perception. What's going on? I need to find a way home quickly. We can come down this supermarket alleyway. Nothing here, though. God, now I just feel like I'm drawing attention to myself with these headlights. Of course, if we were to turn them off... There's literally no other source of light whatsoever, not even the sky. There's something piled up on the ground there. I don't think we can get out at will. God, what's happened here? "24-hour parking." It's inviting us in, but right now it feels like one of those box traps with the stick holding it up and a carrot under it. I may not have much choice, though. It sounds like this thing is ready to collapse. There's another car, and it looks to be mostly intact. I can actually... Look at that, I can actually see inside, but there's no one in it. That's a really cool detail, that you can actually see past the windshield if you shine your lights in it. How does climbing this thing actually help us? I mean, I say that as if I'm not the one who drove in here. I mean, a parking garage. I thought that was a sign at first. That was a person. And I can't... The engine stopped. Okay, there we go. Now I can get a little bit of power back. It's like even my car was frozen, afraid to move forward. I'm a big fan of the pacing of this because we started out in this cozy little space and there was no hard transition into the horror. It was very gradual until the city was right in front of us. What is that? That looked like some kind of like fleshy tentacle wrapped around a pole pointing us forward. Did we just run something over? Oh my! We weren't running something over, you were kicking the back of my seat! Okay, well, I don't feel safe inside my own safety bubble now. This way. So we took a bridge across to an adjacent parking garage so we could climb down. And of course, it's so hard to see because the nature of headlights are such that we can only see directly forward. We have to move the entire car to look around. We effectively have no peripheral vision. Our passenger side window, the thing closest to us, reveals nothing. That was one of the cars parked behind us! Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. That is one humongous truck. And those are some humongous shipping containers and dumpsters. Another of those poles. Wait. I know these are large vehicles, but it feels like we're just a lot smaller now. Like our scale has been reduced. Someone just opened my door. Go. Go, go, go. We're out of the city, but now my fears are confirmed. It is pitch black out. Only minutes later. It feels like I've been doing this for like half an hour. We are truly the only light out here. I could clearly see stars not too long ago, and now we don't even have that. Jesus Christ!
Not quite. This is me and my beloved family. We've come to claim your soul.
Cool. God, look at your googly eye rolling around in its socket. I don't like the way you're slowly turning to face me. So now what do we do? Am I to get the impression that you climbed in just now when that door opened? And let me guess, that face we saw in the back, that was your daughter?
I feel a bit motion. Could you please slow down?
Sure thing, you're the boss. There's like maggots writhing in your vomit. You passed out. I must be having a bad nightmare. So what, now we're just supposed to keep driving into a tunnel knowing you're in the back seat? And this is one long tunnel. And there's starting to be barriers as well. How are you holding up back there? Not well, it seems like. Oh god. Something's on the roof. Yeah, I noticed. Oh. But I need to pay attention to what's forward. Oh, it shattered the windshield, meaning there is now no barrier between me and the outside. Meaning whatever's up there can easily reach in at any time. Hey, you wanna... Hey! Oh, God! Oh, my... I'm starting to think so. Christ, look at you. You're leaning right up to me. I'm having to keep driving, like practically able to feel your breath on my neck. The whole family's here, and I guess we're ferrying you down the river Styx. Maybe I didn't survive that accident either, or maybe I did. Maybe I'm clinging to life. I'm trying. Believe me, I'm trying. Ow! It's just a burned out wreck, but I can't do anything. I can zoom. What happened? Oh. Where the hell am I? Wait. No. There's a bunch of bottles that weren't here before, but the maggots, the vomit, they're still here. Given the drinking, perhaps it's my own vomit, but that doesn't explain the complex ecosystem thriving within it. Oh, no. Why would you do that? Maybe I need it. No, the windshield is still broken. It all happened. Echoing in my head are the comments about the bridge. Look at those chains. We really are suspended in the void now. Now I'm just speeding along, waiting for the next thing. The walls are starting to look mighty fleshy. Oh my god, what is that? What is happening? There's like pillars stretching up from the ground. The road is completely gone now. Fire. Yeah, okay, I get it. I get it. Oh, not going that way. Actually, it's starting to look like we can only go that way, so let's drive to hell. With our open windshield causing the flames to fly all over our hood. Look at that, the car itself is on fire now. And I can hardly see through the flames. Look at this, we're forced to careen into the darkness, trying desperately to see with our blistered eyes. While things move in the dark. Dodge you. There's something over there, and you there? You, no, okay. Stop changing direction randomly, please. No. And we're stuck. And we're stuck. Completely stuck. Okay, let's try that restart key. Completely taken by the many hands of the condemned before us. Okay, around you. We gotta go around. No, that little bump right there. What is that? The chains rise here. We need to... past you. And past you. Some of you are barely moving. But slowing down and waiting for you to go by seems to be the best policy here. I can hear the workings of some huge machine echoing out here somewhere. Yeah. I'm honestly afraid to look behind me. A forest of hands reaching up. All reaching up like they're begging to be saved. Or maybe they're trying to drag me down with them. Maybe they know I belong here. Out of my way. Ow. God, it's so narrow too. Look at the way they twist and curve inward. What was that? I guess we're okay. Wait, hang on, wait, can I see that? Oh, we are still here. Oh, it's because there's something chasing me. It didn't come from the right. Okay, I keep going, and the hands have returned. Nope. Nope. I do love how there's like feedback when I try to go out of the way. Okay, if you're just gonna spawn in front of me like that, it's gonna be very, very difficult for me to evade. Oh, it's right behind me. It's right behind me. It's right behind me. If I'm going this fast, I can't really react much to threats. I'm gonna hit the wall. I'm gonna hit the wall. Can I go under you? Yes. This reminds me a lot, I can't remember the name of the game right now, but it reminds me a lot of a game I played a while back, except in that we were on a bike, I think. No. Yep. No. Like right down to the things rising up during a chase in a tunnel. Oh god, some kind of like blood red spider web. No, not now, headlights. Not now. No! The walls are closing in. In we go. Honk, honk, honk. If you love survival. I don't know why. I was honking just to, like, make my mark on this world for some reason. Like, I just wanted to let everybody know I was here. Of course, I'm not the only one here. I had noted the gradual transition into horror before as a high point, but I think there is no transition. I think we were in hell even when we were at the diner. It gave us that so it could yank it away. Back onto the chain-based Mario Kart level. And there you are. Well, there's nothing much we can do about that. All right. Well, let's keep going then. I can already hear you out there. It looked like the road was ending ahead of me. But I guess not. Oh my god. Oh no, these things suck. These things suck. Oh, no, there you are. There you are in my rear view. I lost you for a second, but we're going uphill now. So we're fighting gravity for whatever that's worth here. Use the landmarks to keep track of where the road is, although some landmarks will try to obscure that. Nope, don't think so. Not stopping for anything, guys. Yep. The thing is, going under those chains, not only does it have the potential to knock us off course, it has potential to sort of make me drive myself off course, trying to avoid it, because I want to move in its direction of travel, but its direction of travel is over the edge. And the whole time I can just hear that thing behind me, knowing if I stop for anything, it'll catch up. In speed, the bus was going to explode if they went below 50 miles an hour. Well, here, the stakes are somehow higher. God, I love the handling on this thing. Okay, we've got room. You can't have that door. It's going to be like $2,000 to replace. It's grabbing me all over. This thing's gonna be ripped apart. Oh my god. What is this? Is this the lake of fire? We need to find a route. A route to the center. I can't move any faster. Is that the wreck? The fiery crash that caused all of this.
A family of three lost their lives in a car accident involving a drunk driver. In a tragic incident, a family of three lost their lives in a car accident In a tragic incident, a family in a car accident involving a drunk driver. Jag was posting of involvement in the scowl, and the scowl was all you saying that.
And that was Drive Me to Hell. In the end, our soul is claimed, even if we may have held on just a little bit longer. So yeah, that was really, really cool. I really enjoyed especially the early part of the game, where we were just suddenly finding ourselves in this dead city. How it started us in this... And I know I kept talking about this throughout the entire game, but it really is the pacing in the early stages that made this whole experience for me. Because I really enjoyed how it starts us off in this comfy, cozy diner. It's got real road trip vibes, you know? And it further enforces that normalcy by showing us the family that is to be that major foreshadowing. But in the beginning, it only serves to say, you're not alone. This is a normal road trip, and once we get in the car, it lets us get acclimated with the controls, with the space of the car itself, because a car is your safety bubble. Going from cruising down the highway to slowly rolling through this city, our headlights the only source, getting more and more nonsensical as we went, to the point where we started thinking we could see things up ahead peering at us, and then the haunting started coming from inside the car, our safety bubble violated in that way. It's to the point where I was almost crashing a lot because I kept trying to respond to a sound from the back seat or seeing a glimpse of something in my rear view, and then looking forward to see myself careening toward a wall or obstacle. Like, I just thought it was cool how it tries to distract your driving with its scares. And it doesn't feel like something you can just blow by, because oftentimes it's in or on the car with you. So much of this was just about compromising that safety bubble by having things sitting in the back seat, by staring at you so that even when you are paying attention, you can feel that face right beside yours, having things climb in and out of the windshield, breaking the windshield so that you can practically feel the heat as you're driving through. The more panicky segments toward the end were a great way to take advantage of the car physics, which actually were really satisfying. Like, I could feel the weight swinging behind me when I tried to quickly swerve around something. But to me, like, you just can't beat the subtlety and just the wrongness of the early parts, even if I did call the twist pretty much from the beginning. But anyway, that has been Drive Me to Hell, and this has been another 3 short horror games. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try any of these games out for yourself, those links will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.